guys, Spirit Guide. So, I hope everyone had a wonderful and beautiful day. I'm changing back my table. I hope everyone enjoys the intro, my new intro, and my outro, right? My new outro. And I thought that was different. I thought it was interesting. So, I'm going to do a read. I'm going to do an oracle, but I do want to I post another um option on the community board. So go check it out. So I want your input as our channel is organically growing and I love it, right? But I wanted to know, I've been uploading a lot of videos, tarot videos and things of that nature, and they take time to, what I'm saying is going to take time to manifest, so it's okay. But I wanted to know, I'm getting back to my oracle as well. So the post on the community board, I'm going to ask you a question that pertains directly to our channel, okay? All right. So, and I guess I have to do a nickname for the community. I was just saying community, but I am growing, and remember I told you I take those YouTube courses, and they're on YouTube, and I don't know if they're only for creators, but they come into my feed a lot, so I registered for a few of them, and they're like, make sure you name your community, and so I don't know of a name for our community. I don't know. I got to think about that. So anyway, so that's it. But, just a little like showing you things. You can't see it. And I've been doing a lot on the channel in order to, my goal with my channel is to reach as many people with a message as I can. And because I do Oracle, and that is my main gift set is Oracle, because as you see or maybe you'll see when you watch the videos, that I get the messages directly from Oracle. Like it's an organic thing, and it's an authentic thing. When I do tarot tells a story. So tarot, I also get messages with tarot. That's why you'll see, I sometimes will read the situation instead of the card, right? Because that's what empaths do. We see it. So we just say what we see. It's like a knowing. It's like you just know what's going to happen. So, but I'm thinking about shifting and doing, putting back the oracle on the channel. It didn't go away. I just went into, started filming on Darrell Brooks, and I got sidetracked. So anyway, and thank you for all the views on his videos. His videos are still going up there. And that's beautiful. So yeah, so that's that. Just to show you like a little behind the scenes, and maybe this will be a behind the scenes video. I don't know. I just organically go with it and see. So what I've been doing, and I tried to find I have a table that this is on, and it's turned into the everything table at this point. Everything I need is just put over here. I don't put my cards over here. The cards are the energies. I don't mix them with everything else. They stay by themselves behind me. When I first started filming, I would have them all up here, but then you couldn't see, and then I was like, I can't do this. The angle was weird because I had the computer turned a different way, and it just was weird up here. So I had to get rid of things. That's why I get up sometimes during the reading, and I'll walk away because I'm going behind me. It's about 3 feet behind me, and I got to go get the other energies. So my energies, I make them separate. The only time you see my energies with other things are up here. And I should have had this charging. That's my fault. And I have it up here, and I have them charging, okay? So that the energy is fresh when I'm going to use it. And I cleanse the deck from my prior read. So what do I do? So this is the table. This is literally how it looks in person. I've shown you behind the scenes, so you know. And like I told you, I found out how he get the little scratches up here. You saw him. He actually comes up here because the window is right behind me. The window's like, 10 inches, 20 inches behind me. So he comes from the window and he just jumps here and then jumps on the floor. So I have to stop him from doing that. That's going to be my next thing to do. So anyway, so I just wanted to show you kind of, everybody does their own kind of planning. Um, and one of my videos I put out, I have put out the video and I have to change the title. So, sometimes with the titles, guys, because I am still healing, some of my words will be different, like it'll say like like it said Pluto retrograde when it was really Mercury, but the energy is still the same. Okay, so just those are just my words or what I struggle with. Okay, all right, so basically this is what I do, and it looks kind of empty in the middle, but that's because I have it down pat. But this is how I do it. So I have all my schedule here. Of course I got it from Dollar Tree. All my schedule here, and I have everything that I need to do. And then yeah, because I had the other ones, like you can see it was ripped here, but I took them out, and I usually throw them out when I'm done, so I'm going to stop doing that because I really do want to show the progress. But yeah, the back of this, these are like little magnets, right? So it's really cool. So the table it's on is plastic and magnet, so I just stick it to the table. That's how sometimes when I'm reading and I'm doing the signs, I get kind of confused because I'm looking at it on this and I'm trying to figure it out. All right, so I actually do plan my videos that come out. I plan just like what the topic might be. Like I'll say I need to do an all signs read, and I'll write down all signs, and so that to me is planning. Or then I'll say I need to do, and I choose my videos based on what you're watching. So if you're not watching any of my chakra videos, then I don't do any more chakra, but I integrate chakra into other things I'm doing. Okay, so yeah, so just a little behind the scenes with Spirit Guide to show you that literally everything I do is planned. I always think about my community. I always see what the best content would be to come out. And I also think to myself what message needs to come out. And sometimes the planning doesn't work because I may put astro signs that I need to do. And I just looked and saw that for Thursday. But when I pick up the cards and I start going, it won't feel like the right card. And I'm like, no, this is not the right deck. This is not the deck. And then that's when you see me get up and go get another one. So that's the planning part. All right, so that was 7 minutes. I always mention the time frame because I don't like to, I'm aware everyone is busy and doing things. It would be great if everyone watched it when they got home, but not everyone does. And I'm grateful for that because then that means you made me a part of your day, okay? So I really do enjoy that. All right, so let's see what's going on today. Let's see if there's an energy that can come out. And I have to go get more hand sanitizer because I have run out. And I'm going to be doing, I won't be doing any more shorts or even, animal shorts I'm probably going to do. But my tarot shorts, I won't be doing those until maybe May 1st because I'm ordering a whole new deck for shorts only. So what I'm finding, for me, this is a learning process. So what I'm finding is the energies that are used for the shorts, sometimes when I'm using these decks over and over, it transfers to the shorts. So it sometimes will come out, it'll say the same thing that my reading has said because I just got finished using the energies and I hadn't cleared the space yet, okay? All right, so let's see what's going to come out today. All right, so thank you, Divine, for that moment. And thank you, Divine, for that moment to just have a conversation with the community because, we don't really have those moments a lot. And, I also do struggle, guys, because I'm an introvert. So I do struggle with, coming up with communications that will, translate over the internet. I'm usually just a reader. I just read. That's it. So this whole space of, having conversations and all of that, that's new for me. So I do struggle with that. Okay. But I'm getting better, hopefully. Hopefully. All right, Divine. So thank you so much, and thank you for allowing me to share my authenticity and my truth with my community so they are aware of they should expect what they should expect in the future. Okay, hold on, please. Okay, okay, all right, I'm better. Sorry. She's up here. You know the allergies she has, they're really bad, and I figured out what it is. It's the neighbors. Their lawns have fertilizer on it or some kind of pesticide on it. So when her allergies have been kicking up for the past whatever, remember I told you I was going to take her to the vet to see. The vet called me and he said she has a high level of pesticide on her paws and in her blood. So he said, so what you have to do, hold on, let me put it on her because she thinks she's slick. Hold on 1 second. Okay, everyone, sorry. I had to put it back on her head. But anyway, but as I was saying, so basically, so yeah, so she had a high level of pesticides in her blood or whatever he used to test her urine and everything else. He tested her urine, her fecal, and her blood. And he said that's what he's seeing. And he said that he's starting to see it a lot more now. So people are treating their grass a lot. So I'm kind of upset about it because I just wish people would use dog friendly pesticide or dog friendly fertilizer because, I mean, yeah, it's your lawn, but also, you have dogs in the neighborhood that use the bathroom, and they like to go for a walk. So, and they eat your grass. Dogs eat grass. But anyway, so I think it's also coming from my community, my apartment community I live in. So I emailed the manager with the doctor's note, and she said she will look. She said that they did do a pesticide thing or whatever, but she will look into dog friendly fertilizer and just charge the residents the difference. So that's fine. I told her I would pay whatever for my dog, but she said it doesn't work that way. So anyway, but yeah, so unfortunately, so what I have to do now, because my dog is naturally allergic to grass. She's a mix. So I don't know, I have to do her DNA test, but I know she's like part lab, with the eyes, part lab and either part pit or part terrier, like Jack Russell Terrier. So she already has a natural allergy problem, in life. So what I've been doing is I put on her boots, like her boots that I use in the winter time. I put those on her now. I know I have to go to Amazon and get some spring ones, but I put those on. Trust me, over the past 5 days, I've only had to bathe her 1 time in a week. Usually I'm bathing her 3 times in a week. And I put the video up there. I'll link it to this one of her getting a bath. But so usually I do that 3 times a week, okay? And I have to like clean the tub like beyond clean. That's why it looks so white on camera, because I have to like bleach it and use like soft scrub too, and then like it just so many processes I have to use just to get it so that nothing, when she gets in there, nothing is gonna bother her. It's just crazy. As she gets older, it gets worse. So I'm like, oh my god, she's 5. So ooh, jeez. I was like, what? And my animals, and I feel like that's part of my gift too. My animals they don't live 10 years. They live like almost 20. Okay. I had a rescue before her, and I got the rescue at 2. She was really badly abused. So she had a lot of issues. But when I got her, she's better. And got her at 2, and she passed at 19. She passed at 19 years old. And that is long for a rescue. She was part Great Dane and she was part Husky. So that was a big dog. At her death weight, she was 82 pounds. And that was light for her. So she was a big girl and her heart gave out, unfortunately. But those dogs have heart problems, especially that mix. They have heart problems. So I knew that already going in. But yeah, so she lived with me for many, many years after I adopted her. That's why every video I do that have the animals, I say adopt, don't shop, because technically you're getting the same animal that has been in the breeder. You're just, it's the same animal. You know, after they finish using them and do whatever they shouldn't be doing, you know, breeding them over and over and over, they take them and put them in shelters, and then you go get them. You know, so it's the same animal. You know, I just wish we could stop them before, you know, that happens to them. But, you know, Divine puts us in touch with animals and situations at the time in which we need them, okay? So always don't forget that, all right? All right, and go out. Hopefully my channel has inspired you to go out and adopt. All right. Oh, my goodness. I'm not even going to tell you what she's doing right now. Okay. Divine, thank you so much. I must have been a channel message. Thank you so much. Ooh, wow, everything just decided to fall. So sorry, hold on, that was crazy. So the energy of decisions came out, so that's interesting, right? So someone must have decisions they have to make. Okay, so decisions came out. And you know, normally I don't get cards that fell on the floor, but if you saw how many fell on the floor, my goodness, it was like 12. They just all fell. So, oh, hold on. Everything is just going crazy today. What is going on? Oh my goodness. That's all right. I'm protected. I'm protected. You know, I'm protected. Divine looks out for me. I am protected and I'm okay. All right, let's do this again. This is like a blooper without it really trying to be a blooper. Okay, Divine, thank you so much. Please give me some energy for my community. So I saw decisions. Uniqueness. I accept my own nature. Okay. Right? I was talking about authenticity. See, that's how this works. That's how this gift works. I'm talking about authenticity for myself, you know, and really it's someone out there who's struggling with it, okay? Uniqueness, right? I accept my own nature, okay? So with this energy, I'm getting that someone is learning to accept themselves for who they are, right? And that's a struggle we all have. As you could tell with my little 8-minute rant, I have that struggle too, right? So as yeah, right? Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who embraces my own uniqueness. Let me accept my own nature completely, knowing it too is divine. May I love myself as I am, not as others say I should be. Beautiful. Yeah, yeah. Someone's accepting, trying to accept themselves, who they are. That's a journey. That's part of the ascension journey. You know, when I say ascension, I hope people aren't thinking, you know, oh, she's saying death all the time. No, ascension is a spiritual thing, right? You always want to ascend. Always. Spiritually, always you want to ascend. 100%. Okay? But you also want to remember you in that process, right? Pay homage to the old you, to the you used to be, the you you're using. You know, for me, with this card, I'm channeling like someone is trying to, you're ascending spiritually, you're changing, you're becoming closer to who you feel you should have always been. However, you're not honoring the person you were. You're shaming the person you were. You know, you're kind of saying, I can't believe I did that. I was so stupid. Why did I do that? Don't do that. Because for that person before you, who you were, had to happen so that you can appreciate and be the person with your uniqueness now. You can appreciate and love who you are now. So everything that you've done before was a building block for right now. So don't shame that part of you. And don't hide it. Right? That is part of you. Okay? All right, Divine Man, please have another energy, please. I really think decision should have been out here too, even though it came out by itself. Oh my gosh. I cannot pick that up. I will deal with that later. I cannot keep, because then it breaks my concentration every time I do it. All right, Divine, may I have another one on the table? I know that's not you, that's me. May I have another energy, please? Spirit. Okay. I love that card. I love both of them, actually. But this one's my favorite. May I please have another energy, Divine? That's a new one. Look at that. Available. I am open. Let me see. I feel like there's one more in here. Or is it the one that fell? Oh, I hope it's not the one that fell. Sorry. That's just me, Spirit God, not being obedient. That's all. Okay. It wasn't, but I'm glad I picked it up. Okay. All right, may I please have one more energy, or am I done? Thank you. High is good. There we go. High is good. Okay. All right, so here we have uniqueness, spirit, available, and high is good. That's a lot of energy. And remember what I channel, I said that we are ascending, right? We are ascending. There it is, confirmation to our highest good, right? So it says, I'm a conduit, right? So conduit is like where the energy flows through, or the electricity flows through, right? So so there's 4 different energies. Wow, that's a big audience. There's 4 different energies here. So let me go through each of them, okay? And yeah, whenever you see me doing this, you know, this is going to be something, because my skin feels like it's itchy, and it wasn't itching before. So that means that there's a lot of messages that need to come out. Okay, so highest good, I'm a conduit. So as we were talking about, it's the process of ascension that I'm seeing here. This is the process of ascension, okay? It's how you view yourself in your current situation. Everything that we're doing is for our highest good. Everything that we're doing in ascension, we're moving up. We're trying to get better to be better, put it that way, okay? You have to remain available or open in your spirit, right? And with this, I would put this here with uniqueness, because that's what we were talking about. Don't shame the person you were, because that person was able to get you to where you are now, okay? So when you remain available and you're open to new ideas, open to new people, open to just life, when you're open to life, what happens is who you are, everything comes together so that you're able to make decisions that will better affect you in the future and in the present, okay? You can't make decisions on your past because it's done. There's no reason to look back, okay? Everything that you've done, you can put it with your spirit, okay? Because this right here, this is saying the same thing. Your spirit is within you. You're filled with light. And you're working toward your highest good. Everything is working for your highest good. Everything that you're doing, it is going to help you, right? That's what I heard. Help you. It's going to help you. And it's going to help as soon as you accept who you were in a past situation. Whoever's watching this, what I'm getting is you're ashamed of something. You're ashamed of a situation that occurred. Um, it's a situation that is not, I don't see violence, but I do see desperation. Hmm. Someone watching this was in a desperate situation, and whatever you had to do, it could be panhandling, it could have been anything, whatever it is you had to do, it was out of desperation. But understand, you had to do it. You had to do it. That's the only way you could have survived. That's the only way you survived, is by embracing the desperation, the situation that you were in, which you think is desperation. But divine is saying no. Be open, right? Be open to, and I'm gonna read what it says on the bottom, but it's like, be open to, even in your most desperate moments, you learned lessons, right? Like, so, you know, I think the moment you shame yourself, the value of the lessons you learn, they go away and you repeat them. That's karma, right? That's that negative karma. You repeat them again, okay? It says, change me, divine beloved, into one who can offer you the most baffling problems, knowing you'll carry me to the right solutions at the right time if I'm utterly open, receptive, and available. Exactly. Blessed reading. That's what we're talking about here. You've got to be open and receptive to other people, to situations, and to things you've been through. Okay? All right, let's get some energy on this. So, someone struggling, basically, is what it's telling me. Someone here, love, yeah. Someone here is struggling to love themselves, and also someone struggling with acceptance of themselves. Intuitively, I'm getting someone has shamed you. You were in a situation recently where maybe your past was brought up. I don't know. But you definitely have shame around you. Yeah. That's why it's saying, yeah, that's it. That's why it's saying your spirit is filled with light. Let that light come through. Whoever shamed you, shame on them, right? Let your light come through. You're never going to be able, I just heard that. You're never going to be able to beat them. I just heard it. You're never going to be able to beat them. Probably because they're of the dark. You can't, the light people, we're of the light. People of the light, people that found my channel and similar channels to mine, not channel bashing at all. I don't do that. But we're of the light. The light, unfortunately, will never have enough hatred to beat the dark at their own game. So what we have to do is we have to use our spirit. We have to. You've got to meditate and stay prayed up if you pray, meditate if you meditate. You know, I have my own opinions on things, but we are of the light, right? So the dark is going to always find us. So whoever shamed you, who's watching this, because that's what happened here. Whoever shamed you, understand, there's nothing you could have said in that moment to make it better. There's nothing you could have said in that moment, okay? Yeah, look at the bottom of the deck. Reflection, that's what we're doing. Yes, I will take it. Reflection, yes. Someone shamed you. Someone shamed you. Yeah. You're reflecting now. That's why you found this video. Yeah. You're saying, oh, I should have said this when they said this to me. Let me tell you, people of the dark, they make a choice to stay in the dark. Do you know how much pain they have to go through to make that choice to stay in the dark? Do you think anything of our beauty, of our love, of our motivation, of our positive energy, do you think any of that is going to affect them? No. Okay? So forgive yourself. There's nothing you could have said. There's nothing you could say. But what you have to do is you have to learn. You have to learn how to accept yourself, right? Build your strength. That's the only way you can combat pain, is to build your strength. So when they say something to you, because it will be said again to you, when they say something to you, you're not running away and crying, right? Crying is not weak. Crying is cleansing. You're cleansing your spirit and your soul, okay? Because I just heard, I cried like a baby. That's not anything to be negative about. That's cleansing. Those in the dark cry, but they're crying from this. Those of the dark who cry, they're crying from this. Okay? So we are crying from this. It takes strength to hold back and not go crazy on people. It takes strength to do that. Okay? And I'm not going to allow anyone watching my video to down themselves like that. No, you are fine. You cleansed. Crying is cleansing, and cleansing is strength. You're done. You got to get out this energy. Get out of it. Get out of it. It's not for you. Okay? You have made it through trials. That's it. Trials and tribulations. You are fine. Okay? Do not allow people to do this. Yes. Surrender. Surrender to what you have gone through. Teach them if you want, but teach them through your actions, right? Teach them forgiveness, right? As you're going through your reflection, you'll see it, right? Because, yeah, there was a disruption to you. Absolutely, there was a disruption. Yeah. Whatever they did to you, it happened like out of the blue. Like you didn't expect it. Okay? You didn't expect it. Hold on, my battery is about to die. You didn't expect it. And that's how the dark attacks us. They have to get us off guard because they know the light is always on guard. The light is always seeking to provide strength to people. They know that. So they have to always catch us off guard, okay? Let me get one more in spirit, please. Yeah. So there was a disruption. That was at the bottom of the deck. There was a disruption, right? So go with the flow, okay? Just go with the flow. That's your spirit. Just let your spirit, go through. Just let it go through. And stop worrying about what you should have said, because there's nothing you could have said. We're done. Trust. There's nothing you could have said in that moment that would have made everything better. Okay? Sometimes, and I've been in that situation where people say things to you about you, and it cuts to the core because it's true, and you haven't healed that part of you yet, right? You're not healed in that part. But when that happens to me, and it's happened a few times, when I recently moved about 8 years ago, I moved to a very toxic area. I didn't realize it was that toxic. And it was just a lot of unhealed people with a lot of money. Unhealed people with a lot of money is the worst combination you can have. And they were just so, every time they saw me, they were absolutely, thank you guys, you're listening. Every time they saw me, they were just so envious. They were so envious of me. And I didn't understand why they were so envious, because at the time, I was struggling. and I had two jobs at the time, and both my jobs liked me, so they were adding hours on, and it was a lot, a lot, a lot. I was just going through, and I had one time I had actually one of my stable jobs. Stable job to me is like office or like government or some kind of job where you get a paycheck, like routine, like there's a reserve for your pay, put it that way. So I was working there and I hadn't gotten a paycheck for 3 months, and I was like, wait, where's my money? And I wasn't destitute. I was ordering food every morning, and because people don't know my situation, they don't know my money, they don't know my life. They were so envious that I had not gotten paid in 3 months, but I was spending money according to what they saw. I was spending money so out there. And I was like, I wanted to say to them, no, the breakfast you saw me order, that was around 10 o'clock. That was my first break. So I ordered it and ate it because I didn't have lunch to eat. So that's what I ordered for breakfast because I have to eat breakfast. I'm one of those people. I have to eat breakfast. So I did that, and then just so happened lunch was like covered in the cafeteria or something. So I went to have lunch, you know, and that was a blessing because I had a big breakfast. And dinner's already like made when I get home. So I don't have to worry about that. Right. But they don't know that part of my life. And they were just like, I know if I had missed one paycheck, I would be out homeless. I would be screaming around. And I'm thinking to myself, but that's not my journey, you know? So that made them very envious, just that one situation. And come to find out, what actually happened was someone who was envious had worked in my the building I was in and did payroll. And I would get my checks mailed to me. I'm just old school, so I had it mailed to me. And what she did was she took the apartment number out the system, so the paycheck was being sent, but it was being looped because they didn't know where it's supposed to go. So it kept getting returned by the apartment complex to my job. And finally, someone who worked there, she was such a godsend. She really was. She was of the light, of course, and she was about to go on maternity leave. And I told her my situation, and she said, "Oh no, this is not acceptable." And she said, "I'm gonna find out who did this." And I was like, "I don't think anyone did it," because at this time I didn't know anyone did it. And long story short, what she did was she had to contact the treasury, and she found all my checks. Believe it or not, they had them in a stack. And that was an overtime check. Just it was in a stack, paper clipped. And she took a picture and showed me. She said, "Yeah." She said, "Someone here loves you." She said, "Because usually they just stamp it and destroy it to reissue later. But they kept the original checks that came back to them." And she told me, she said, "Meet me at the office." And I did. And she handed me an envelope with the stack of checks in it. And that was a blessing. And she said, "You can sign out for the day and you can go and, cash your checks and stuff." And I did. Don't tell me twice I got to sign out. Hello, I'm signing out. So I signed out. But this spread reminds me of that. People, they tried so hard, and that's how I know that we're a kindred channel, because someone's watching. This is their story. This is their story. So I just remember times like that. Just that's how much hate is out there in the world. And we of the light have to always remember that we have to combat that hate with love. We have to, you know. We don't have to tell them we love them. I am not that person. Divine's still working on me. But, in our actions. Because when I found out about all those checks and, I signed myself out, and my boss was like, he texted me. He's like, "Why'd you sign yourself out?" I was like, "Because your boss told me to sign myself out." He was like, "What?" And I told him what happened. And he was like, "But I thought that was a error at the company." And I was like, "It was." So then, of course, he had to do his own investigation because his boss now told me to sign myself out. And I didn't even know it was his boss. It was just a woman I called downtown. So it's just beautiful. But I told that story to let you know that the people that are not of the light, people who are jealous, who are angry with you just for being you, will always find a way to cause you pain. They always will, because they're in pain. But remember, the pain that we feel, community, is not the pain they're feeling. The pain they feel is if it's emotional, it's the most extreme emotional pain you'll feel. Like the pain I felt with the 3 paychecks, or the 3 months of paychecks missing, was like, okay, so this month we can't go, eat out 2 times a month. I need to pick up some more hours at the second job, but we're going to be okay. That was my pain. Their pain they felt was much deeper. Okay, so our pain, whatever we feel, it's only a small percentage of what they feel. Remember that. They always have to reflect their pain onto us. Okay, may I please have sorry guys, we're at 30 minutes, okay? I gotta shorten these videos. I'm sorry about that. May I please have an energy? What chakra should we be working on with this process here? Is that one? It feels like 2. Yeah, it is 2. Blessed reading. Blessed reading. Universal light. Okay? Universal light. Your solar plexus. Okay? That is your belly button area. Okay? So your universal light is what we're talking about here, right? This is it. This is the spread. This is a blessed reading right here. Blessed reading. Yeah. So we're working on, with universal light, we're working on how to project our inner, you see that light? That's our inner light. That's our inner ember, community. That's us, right? We're just so bright. Look at the darkness around us. But the dark is attracted to us, because the dark is always attracted to the light. It just has to. You cannot be angry at the dark like that, because it's like sitting in a dark room, and it's hard to do unless you have a room that has no windows. Sitting in a dark room and having absolutely no light around you. You go crazy, you get upset, your equilibrium is off, you can't tell which way is up, right? It's disorientating. That's the word I'm looking for. It's disorientating. And in it being disorientating, you start to look for what? You're looking for the light. So that's what these individuals are doing. They're trying to make us have the same level of disruptions that they have. They want company. They want company in their misery. We can't give it to them. You're not giving it to them. You don't even have the same level of discomfort that they have. So you can't even relate. Even if we say, yeah, I feel that way too, that's not true. We don't have that same level of pain that they have, because we are of the light. People of the light, individuals of the light that stay in the light and follow the light and live their life in the light. We have situations that are shielded from us because we make the choice to just stay in the light, right? These are choices. If you're in the dark, you've made a lot of choices to stay in the dark. Be it your choice, or meaning be it 100% your choice, or you put yourself in a situation and this was the lesser of the two problems, right? However it is, it's still a choice to stay in the dark. It is a choice. It's not really a choice to stay in the light, because that's, as humans, that's how we began. We're spirit beings, right? We all began from an egg and from sperm coming together, right? That's just how we all began. And Spiritually, we began as light, right? Babies are always looking for the light, you know? Children always looking for the light. So that's what we naturally are. So if this is your reading, be blessed because it is for you. It is a blessed reading. Just take some deep breaths with your solar plexus here. That's the belly button area. Take some deep breaths when you feel situations or people are trying to test you and push you. Take deep breaths. Excuse yourself to the bathroom. Or you could take a deep breath right in front of a person and just look at them. Okay? Regain yourself and surrender yourself to the light because it's you. You are the universal light. Okay? All right, community, thank you so much. Hopefully everyone will have a blessed day and go tomorrow and be progressive and do whatever it is you need to do. And if this person comes back, it's one person doing this to you. Someone's targeted you. If it's a group of people, it's being led by one person. They're trying to get you, they're trying to make you feel bad about who you are. Don't. You're on the path and they know it, okay? All right, community, have a beautiful day and I will see you later. Spirit guide, bye-bye. Hi community, it's Spirit Guide. This is Spirit Talk. So this is the end of the video where I typically have a picture of myself and my dog and I just talk about how I felt about the reading. So I'm going to try something different. I'm going to do it after the reading, so we'll see. So basically, everything here, when it came out, it felt like the story just unfolded, right? And that's part of the gift that I have. When I saw disruption, I knew right away that disruption really should have been in the middle here because what they're trying to do is to disrupt you from your path, right? But I left it here because as the story or the gifts unfolded, I started to see this was the main card, okay? When I pulled this card in my mind, what I saw was someone in a hospital. That's what I saw. I saw someone in a hospital, had IVs, you know, through their arm. It was a male, skinny male, very tall. And he was doubled over in pain. So I knew that it was someone of the dark. That's why I said the physical pain, this person, the pain they're feeling is not what we feel. They feel physical pain. And when you feel physical pain, trust me, I've been through it, right? With my journey I told you about. When you feel physical pain, you naturally want to get rid of it or share it. It's weird. You just do. Because you just want to lessen your burden, okay? So when that card came out, when that energy came out, I just put them all back, of pain, that's exactly what I saw. That's why I paused a little bit when I said it, okay? Strength, of course, when that came out, I knew that was us. So even when I have the cards on the table, the energy's on the table and I'm shuffling them around, this should have been over here with your pile. I put it over here to give them strength, right? To give them strength because I saw what someone was going through. So whoever this is, this might be a message only for one person. I don't know. But whoever that message was for, understand, since we're of the light, just understand that whoever this is orchestrating this shaming you, and the person's popular. You would never believe that he's going through what he's going through. Just understand that the more people come after you, the more they, I don't want to say persecute because that's such a strong word, but the more they are in your energy and minding your business, and for some reason it's always at work. I don't understand, but anyway, the more they're doing that, understand that they are actually going through their own kind of ascension, and actually you might be an inspiration to them, okay? Because as soon as I said it, inspiration flew out, okay? So you might be a source of inspiration to them. They don't have any right to do it, Let's keep that real. They don't have any right to do what they're doing to you. But sometimes, divine will remove us from something, from a situation, so that we are not, so that divine retribution or karma or tower, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same, right? So the tower can hit them and only them. Because remember, when a tower hits, it hits more than one person. You don't want to be around when that tower is hitting, okay? So just be blessed in that, and knowing that you are not a problem. Hopefully you're not causing a problem. I didn't see that, but just your breathing causes a problem to this person. That's what I'm saying, okay? So just be blessed and understand that it's not our fight. All we are just beings of light, okay? All right, thank you so much, and thank you for being with me when I straightened up. All right, bye-bye.